Xin chào các bạn đã quay lại với channel của Evil Sonja. Đã lâu rồi mình không làm video về Darksouls. Thì dù sao Darksouls 2 cũng sắp ra rồi, nên mình định làm một video để tạm biệt cái Darksouls 1. Thì bây giờ mình đã chuẩn bị khoảng 55 điều mà bạn có thể chưa biết về Darksouls. Thực tế những video mình đang sử dụng này không phải là của mình làm, vì để mình trưng hết mấy cái bí mật này của Darksouls ra thì chắc tốn thêm cả tuần cả tháng nữa mới. Đây là video vốn lấy nguồn gốc từ Variety Video, một YouTuber làm về Darksouls khá nổi tiếng. Mình sẽ để link ở description hoặc là annotation trên video ở chỗ mặt của video. Được rồi, dù sao thì lỡ làm rồi thì mình sẽ làm 30 điều bí mật của Darksouls mà bạn có thể chưa biết trước tiên. Rồi, hãy bắt đầu với 30 điều đầu tiên nào.
What's up guys, this is 10 things you didn't know about Dark Souls, or maybe you do know them. Let's play a bit of a game with it. If I tell you something new in this video, leave a like. If you recognize everything in this video, then feel free to leave a dislike. Let's get started. Number 1. You can actually get to the end of Gwendolyn's chamber. There's no trick to it, just keep running for about 5 or 10 minutes. Number 2. The eyes of a basilisk aren't exactly what they'd seem. Assumedly they're a method of intimidation. Here are its real eyes. Number 3. Also, the teeth of a mimic are actually human fingers. Number 4. The pearls within the clams are actually skulls. It explains why they drop purging stones, since purging stones don't strictly cure curses. They're essentially other humans that draw the curse out of you and into them instead. Number 5 is something that you'll notice all throughout Anor Londo. There are two sizes of the area. One is devoted to humans, the other is the right size for giants. Take this staircase for example. Number 6. There's a few places in Dark Souls that are remarkably similar to places in the real world. See if you can name one area where the inspiration is obvious. For example, the interior here looks like the same as a castle in France called Château de Chambord, and you can almost definitely say that the arches here were based off Milan Cathedral in Italy. Number 7 is that the first time you enter Ash Lake, the music only starts when you look at the sky. Number 8 is that an extremely rare mob called a vagrant exists, which are monsters that spawn in response to large quantities of souls, humanities, or items being lost in another player's world. Now you might already know this, but did you know that there's 4 different types? There's an evil vagrant which is white with a claw, an evil vagrant which is red with a claw, a good vagrant which is white and an egg shape, and a good vagrant which is red with an egg shape. Number 9. There's a unique stab animation when you attack another player lying in the coffin in the catacombs. And lastly, number 10. You can aim crossbow bolts semi-reliably by looking through the binoculars and moving your camera. Alright guys, it's time for 10 more things you didn't know about Dark Souls. Just like last time, let's play the game. If I tell you something new in this video, you leave a like. If you somehow knew everything in this video, you can leave a dislike, guilt-free. Ready? Let's go. Number 1. Did you know that the Hydra in Ash Lake performs a jumping attack if you go past a certain point? Wait, too easy for you? You already knew that. Fine, let's make it harder. Number 2. The first time you encounter Seath, you can actually go back through the fog gate to postpone that mandatory death. Number 3. If you look closely, you can see the NPCs captured within the big head crystals of the golden crystal golems. Look closely here and you'll see Dusk. Look closely on this one and you'll see Sieglind. Number 4. You can offer ranged support and distract the gaping dragon while the host fights it. Just don't enter the fog gate. Number 5. Ornstein's finger twitches just before he gets smashed. He's alive, Smo just doesn't give a fuck. Number 6. You can see Manus's eyes before you enter the room. You can even kill him with the bow from here if you have an hour to spare. Number 7. Did you know you can see your soul sign from any 2 points in the world? This is the longest distance I could find, but there's some other great examples out there. Number 8 is something easily overlooked. There are 3 different poses when you're sitting at the bonfire. Number 9 isn't necessarily a fact, it's more of a very likely theory. At the very least, you have to admit that it's logical. Oscar drops you the key to your cell from the roof while he's alive and well. However, the asylum demon is also on the roof. When you next encounter Oscar, he's in a room with no obvious entrance, except for this one hole in the roof. He's fatally wounded, with rubble all around him. Put 2 and 2 together, and you realize that it's likely he was fighting the asylum demon on the roof until he was smashed into this room. And last, but definitely not least, number 10. Just in case there's that one guy here who still knows everything, this should get you. Did you know that if you use a fire weapon to kill the bloated hollows, then you won't get poisoned? Hey guys, welcome to the third episode of Things You Didn't Know. I'm seriously running out of things to talk about, and this will probably be the last episode of this series, but I still managed to get a good list, so as usual, here's the rules. If I teach you something new in this video, you are legally obligated to leave a like. If you knew everything, dislike the video. Don't feel guilty. So, number 1. Did you know that if you remove the Abyss Walker ring while you're fighting the Four Kings, that you'll get a unique death animation? It also says you were taken by the Abyss when you respawn at the bonfire. Number 2, an easy one. Wrath of the Gods and Force can deflect spells if timed correctly. Number 3, another easy one, but many people don't realize the significance of these statues. When you get cursed in the game, your statue appears in someone else's world. That's what these are. Number 4. A while ago, the developer mentioned that it was possible to skip Ceaseless Discharge. There's so much lava that it just looked impossible, but it's true. If you have enough vitality, enough healing items, and enough practice, you can roll across the edge of the lava. This is commonly used in speedruns. I suck at it though, as you can see. Number 5. Another thing confirmed by the developers is that the butchers are in fact female. Yep, that's a woman. Number 6. If you immediately go through the Valley of the Drakes and avoid the first encounter with the Hellkite Drake, then it will never appear on this bridge. By the same token, you can also trigger the first encounter with a phantom, allowing you to get a different view. Looks pretty fucking cool. Number 7. Gwendolyn has tits. Number 8. If you hear the bell ringing in the undead church, then it means that someone has defeated the gargoyles and rung the bell in their own world. Number 9. You can cut off the centipede demon's tail, but that's not the only thing. Did you know that its tail will grow back if you leave it a few minutes? He makes this strange sound when it grows back. As you can see, I managed to cut and regrow the tail 5 times, and I had 5 tails scurrying around while I fought the boss. He stopped growing tails after the 5th one. I don't think my frame rate could handle many more anyway. And number 10. Last but not least, this one blows people's minds for some reason. It's a few things to do with the orange soapstone. If you stand over a message and press select, you can vote on orange soapstone messages. And while we're on this topic, did you know that the image for a message changes depending on how many votes it has? So many of these are never seen, since it's rare to see over 100 votes. No votes on a message means it will show Oscar over Stora. Up to 100 votes displays the Undead Merchant. 101 to 200 displays Solaire over Stora. 201 to 300 shows Donhole of Xena, 301 to 500 shows the Dark Moon Knightess, and over 500 votes shows the Primordial Serpent. If you've ever seen a message with over 500 votes, let me know. I always leave this message, but apparently no one gets it. So that's it.
Ok, đến đây là đoạn kết thúc của video part 1 của 55 điều bạn có thể chưa biết của Darksouls. Do mình tra cũng có giới hạn thôi, không thể tra hết một lượt được, với lại cũng phải kiểm tra này kia để xác nhận thông tin, cho nên chúng ta sẽ kết thúc episode part 1 ở đây. Mình sẽ up tiếp part 2 ngay khi có thể, và 25 điều còn lại sẽ vô cùng thú vị đấy các bạn ạ. Hẹn gặp lại ở tập sau nhé.